Hello, I'm the Flawless Walrus, and welcome back to another reaction to a death battle. This time, Hulk versus Godzilla. And, so I don't know if you know anything about the community for versus debating and stuff like that. This episode has a bit of a notorious spin to it, where the debate can get a little bit heated, and to the point where even the G1 blog, who often does basically predictions as to these with like full research and everything, they just said, nah, we're good, and are avoiding this one entirely. I can get why, and one of the big things with it is that it is kind of going to be coming down to a lot of how they interpret some of the Marvel cosmology stuff compared to largely just Ultima Godzilla. That's the only thing that's really keeping Godzilla competitive here, as far as I know. And it kind of becomes a bit of like is the fight even possible to be ended between the two of them? So some people are predicting that there might be a stalemate. Some people are going with Godzilla for essentially the fact that Hulk cannot put him down by virtue of, I think, being a concept. Ultima Godzilla is a weird one. We'll get more into it when the episode is actually happening. But I think for now I'm going to go with Godzilla as my prediction. I don't like ties as much. I feel like it can be a little bit of a cop-out when you go in predicting a tie. But yeah, I am not crazy invested for this one, but it will be a long requested fight. And one of the other things that I am very much looking forward to see how they do is getting another crack at the Asura versus Kratos size issue, because there are a fair number of criticisms with that episode, and a big one was that the size just doesn't feel like the two actually interact. So I am looking forward to seeing a full fight where one of the characters is just drastically bigger than the other. We'll see how the choreo goes for that. But for now, I am leaning with Godzilla. But we'll see what the rundowns provide. Also, next episode is 200, so we'll see if there's something excellent in that regard. Good start.
The Hulk versus Godzilla. Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
It looks like they're using the Marvel Rivals model for Hulk. Huh.
What is?
Didn't even say the quote.
Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both? He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb. A weapon designed by the greatest Gamma scientist of all, Dr.
I wonder if we're going to get to see Banner in the fight, actually.
When Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick. That day, Bruce Banner died and became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed-off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit. Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares. Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
Because he's angry 90% of all situations.
Suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities. Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip. The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective person.
I was really jumping right into it.
Intentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse. Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this? But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known
Savage.
as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality.
Yeah, green scars included too, yeah.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
I saw Maestro too, I think.
Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is
complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
A balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
Yeah.
World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with a personality.
Hilariously small list of powers compared to a lot of other ones.
King and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was
To an infinite number of dimensions. Oh no! Okay.
holds the weight of a star and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it by himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles
Just fights him all the time.
the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with
By quantifiable stats, they're both gonna be
way more going on than
weird.
strength.
As the Hulk's power
I don't think this fight's gonna come down to stats.
absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read
Sure.
minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old
What a weird power.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time.
I did not know.
How She-Hulk can, for some reason, break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now.
3 times on his own.
In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On
What?
Earth's gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Hercules.
Yeah, which that's pretty hard to keep up with, to be fair, all 3 of those.
Hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired
Where'd he get the metal?
from the mind state within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his gamma bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the gamma bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said
Razor regen.
Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest
Super hell.
dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back.
And mutants who are aware of the Green Door regenerate faster than those who aren't. Power Man once uses the Green Door to return from being atomically shattered into nothing.
That third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right.
Crazy omnipotent forces.
Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster?
Hmm.
Reason for a tortured
God, this is tricky.
super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk.
Poor Jeff the Land Shark.
There is.
Okay, so theoretically, if they dive really hard in on the conceptual
Was
stuff, that might be an answer here.
witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues
Hmm.
beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes. And the most epic
God, he looks so silly throughout a lot of his history. He looks pretty fucking cool now, though.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around.
What the fuck is that one?
Manila, the Scrappy Doo of Kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite
Ooh,
variety,
how
Godzilla
bad is he?
is consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger release.
Santa Claus, no, really.
Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji's
Yeah.
through skyscrapers with
He's had a lot of different sizes for a time.
bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam, or
Which is
spray
probably not going to do anything. If anything, it'll probably heal and help
miles, it can
Hulk.
100,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he
Yep.
can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power.
God, it's really been this long since Godzilla's been back around in a death battle.
Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
Built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
Is that actually canon?
Number of
What?
exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew pew.
For some reason, why he would want to do that specifically.
Possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget,
Huh.
Big G can ball with the best of them.
Oh, he lost that, though.
Got him his own pair of Nikes. Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Right? There's just such a huge difference.
For Dr. Pepper. Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then
Yep.
he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I wanna die.
God demon guarding the gate of hell. To do so, the hell bats that devoured Godzilla's flesh became his new flesh.
Like King Ghidorah
Damn.
and Godzilla.
Assimilation. That's kind of interesting.
Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in
I don't think assimilation would work in this case.
30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black
He's
hole.
gonna come back.
He'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms! He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked up...
This will probably be where Ultima comes up.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't you pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same.
Yeah.
With Japan, a similar
Those were not good.
and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective.
Singular points.
His own kid, and sometimes even people. See, there's two types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz.
What an interesting question.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point.
Yeah, here we go.
He can't exist in our reality. What if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Yeah.
Exactly. What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics?
Oh god, here's the Ultima stuff.
Our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point. Godzilla Ultima.
Just the concept of fucking
Ultima is vicious. Just walking through
kaiju and destruction.
earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity.
Someone's referencing the credits of each episode implying a connection. The anime also references 1954 Godzilla, like the original film.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Buildings.
Yeah, we really have.
Shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular
Okay.
through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto.
The question is if the one below all
Such an event can't
is comparable, which it probably is. They really didn't go into the one below all that much.
out regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap off
Orthogonal diagonalizer? What?
the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
So they didn't even stop him by killing him, so that becomes kind of the issue where
Skulls, gaze
can
into their eyes.
Hulk might be able to sever the connection, which theoretically stops Godzilla from showing up to the fight continually.
Battle.gg.
This is a hard one.
Didn't work. They're still here.
What's no boom?
I'm gonna stick with Godzilla, I think.
Death Battle stuff they'll find.
Yeah.
Some exclusive merch. Every episode.
Honestly, it's partially the least sure that I am.
Goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
Part of it is the lack of depth that they went into on the one below all. Because I feel like that, you could argue, is basically enough of a counter for Ultima.
Through all possibilities.
It's time for us.
there's legit 3 possible options here. So stalemate, I think, is mildly likely. Maybe a stalemate is more likely than either one winning, but stalemates are kind of eh. I'll stick with Godzilla.
So far, the evacuation is. Wait, look!
Wow, basically all the shit from the what we saw in the initial shot at the start of the episode. Okay, some good climbing. Oof.
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble. No, Hulk.
Yeah, we actually got to see fucking Banner. And we've immediately seen him for more than we've seen him for any other Hulk episode. Yeah, Atomic Breath ain't gonna do shit here, though. That's just gonna help him. So, in fact, it is going to do more than shit, because... Damn. Oh, that looked cool. The size is interesting, because it feels like Godzilla's a little bit shorter than he usually is, but... Yeah, the planet was not making it out of this fight alive.
Stupid lizard.
Okay. Earlier we get to Ultima, kinda the better. This battle track is interesting too. It's definitely more cinematic, not something that you'd like listen to on its own, but it's working well for the fight, I think.
I think I understand.
Oh?
It's been days since the battle began, and the Red Dot is
Days.
dead. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are.
Oh, rip her. What?
Well, smash.
So is this technically the fight that's taken place over the longest time?
One and rising. That's the odds.
What a... Oh, that's weird.
It's to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. A million.
Hmm.
A trillion. I just need one.
Oh, this is getting conceptual as shit. Oh, I think we're...
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Fair enough. Got it?
Okay, run this by me. What happened?
Yeah.
Complicated, so let's break this
It was gonna be complicated.
First up, power. Most versions versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction-level events.
Yeah.
On light-speed foes like Gigan.
Characters like Thor and Superman in the comics, but these scenarios involve off-comic gags or elsewhere variants.
The
Yeah.
big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power.
Absolutely murders them, yeah.
Ultima,
Ultima's the weird one.
the entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely
Yeah,
unlike
that was kind of what I was thinking.
A small piece of the
Because, like, the one below all and Eternity are comparable enough, I would definitely think.
Also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but they
Repeatedly,
kept
yeah.
coming back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place.
Hmm.
A higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar, so both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow
The double tides.
dimensions.
That's a new one.
Examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's
Cosmology Beag.
dimensions, which
Yeah.
themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas. The
Land that couldn't but shouldn't be?
The one below all.
The fuck is that?
Above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This
Yeah.
means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below
Unbreakable
place,
pact and Eternus, the
stop the entity.
unbreakable contract of reality set by the eldest child mother before us, an entity beyond existence and older than the one above all. Considering the difference in scale between their cosmologies,
Temporal superdimension
this outclasses even the most charitable interpretations of the entity in singular point.
orthogonal diagonalizer, turning archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with, and Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Reach through a singular point, but that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made it
Banner,
possible
yeah.
those particles?
Finding the code for the orthogonal diagonalizer is defined as an NP complete problem real-world classification.
With the speed of a
Difficulty Banner's is comparable to 6160 Reed Richards, who solved PV space.
radio out of sticks
At the
and
higher.
stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's
Yeah.
like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could depart
That's what's
Banner
coming.
in a different
Mutated Godzilla would appear in the below place, but it would be out of the entity's reach and no longer usable.
In the infinite
Hulk
multiverse.
also absorbed gamma energy.
one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man.
Oh, solid. That was a good one.
Weapon.
The winner is Bruce.
Got hella nebulous near the end there. Okay, so what do we got? Ruby versus Maka. I have fun thoughts on that one. Alrighty.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more.
Oh boy.
Thanks for watching.
Alright. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you for the prediction for Ruby versus Maka, because unlike that one where I didn't have that much to say, I have a lot to say for Ruby versus Maka. Has been a war I've been waging for a couple years, but right. I will see you guys for that one. Have yourselves a good one.